Welcome to Let's Play Harvest Moon Animal Parade. The character for this is going to be kind of similar to the one in Story of Seasons. We're going with a girl named Best. Though it isn't quite the worst farm this time.
In a belly top?
Yeah.
Best.
The outfits are weird.
She is wearing a shirt under that.
Oh, okay.
We were discussing before we recorded. There are no vehicles in this. For some reason, we go all the way out to farmland on the back of this guy's cart.
I rolled into town on a hay wagon. My name's Best.
There's just kind of vague questions. When's your birthday? Kind of around here. What season? Sort of around there.
Approximately what kind of food do you like?
They haven't invented calendars yet.
But there's one in my house.
So your birthday is when the fallen beech tree bends over backwards, right? That's around then.
Yeah, May 16th.
In the second cycle of the moon after the first snowfall. Buy me gifts.
So your birthday is when a three-legged chicken's born, right?
I'm only 2. Now, I apologize in advance for how this game looks. I am playing it on the Wii with the component cables, and it's still blurry as all hell. I think that's a problem with the game itself, because the layouts of the areas are all huge. There's a lot for the processor to work, even though the areas are dramatically empty as well. It's not a very well optimized game.
Let's just take it as sort of the bucolic nostalgic haze of a more simple life. Also glaucoma.
Well, it doesn't help that you move really slowly, too. That guy moves faster than we do.
Look at him.
It's Mayor Hamilton.
I love him.
Reading Rainbow.
Wait, probably in a book? Did LeVar Burton lie to me?
Some things you can't learn from books, man. You gotta learn it straight out of the chicken's mouth.
Three-legged chicken's mouth.
That's right. What do you like, chicken?
Is that chicken for end my suffering?
Well, I mean, or maybe he's just a harbinger.
It's mediocre, but it's fancy mediocre.
Oh boy, you're really aiming for the middle, huh, bud?
Like a really old bottle of champagne.
Not a good one.
It ain't great, but it's pretty.
You know, it's funny, actually. Mediocre is the name of my signature fragrance. Mediocre by Skippy Granola.
It'll do the job.
It is, how you say, adequate.
The commercial's just a lot of black and white shots of kinda chubby guys with their shirts off.
Some hideous neckbeard cradling a guinea pig like a baby.
Isn't that your Facebook profile picture?
That's what I use in my OkCupid.
Make it a capybara, you'll get everybody.
Oh boy. Who needs a girlfriend when you can hot tub with a capybara? Now wait just a hot second. It looks like when you harvested those turnips, you immediately got the money.
Oh no, that was from me digging around. There's a chance when you're hoeing the ground that money will just spurt out of it.
Hey, alright then.
Wait, that works? I'll be right back. I have to find a shovel.
The joke is it has to be a hoe. He's gonna be out there for hours.
Oh boy. I'm just waiting for Yami to come back in a few minutes. Like, hey guys, I found a dog skeleton.
Hey guys, I'm back. I didn't find out any money, but I think I found a dog skeleton.
I have the sight! I was wondering where I left that, Yami.
But the real question is, was there a turnip in its mouth?
Oh no!
No, it was just happy to see me.
Wow.
Oh boy.
This nice guy is Bo. He's one of the carpenter's apprentices. He's supposed to be fixing the bridge, but he's hungry. And he doesn't have his tools. Really, nothing works for Bo.
Finally, I've met a worse carpenter than me.
What really confuses me, the carpenter's is on the other side of the bridge. What's he doing on this side? How long has he been stuck over here?
How did I get here?
I mean, I'm a little confused. He said the bridge broke in his last big storm, but how long has the town been cut in half like this?
Yeah, there's a lot of people with relatives on the other side of that bridge. And they're all really worried about each other, but they're not doing anything about it. Look at that mess of colors that are ever so slightly blurry.
Oh, it's a gorgeous little town.
It looks like Easter's threw up on it.
This is kind of cute. Once we get married and have kids, I think we can bring them here and do family portraits.
Oh man, that is cheesily adorable.
I can't wait till Macy's moves in and drives him out of business.
I can't wait until we do those creepy Victorian photos where the mom is covered by a sheet.
See, look at the time that's wasted just by loading and having the title screen come in.
That's actually really handy, because the loading screen was so long I forgot where we were.
Hug me!
Be careful, I'm a hugger!
Trips, falls, breaks his neck.
Oh no, Mayor Hamilton! There's a power vacuum.
Their necks do not look like they can support their heads. It's a little disturbing. If he decides to call in her debts, she is screwed.
Simon takes a good photo.
Can't even see the haunted pain the loss of his family is causing behind his eyes.
Simon's got a dark past.
Oh yeah, Simon. I know Hamilton's got a son. So I guess he had a wife at some point.
They're on the other side of the bridge. Who knows? Are they alive? Are they dead? Can they get food? Will this camera ever be clean? We have nothing to sell, they said, surrounded by cloth and clothing.
Really, though.
I like the portrait of the mayor on the wall.
From his younger days.
He's a mayor. Why is there a portrait in every business?
There's one in his own house, too.
Oh my goodness.
Legal mandate?
I'm basically the president of this town.
But I ain't giving you the option to vote for me.
Oh, I'm really more of a benevolent dictator.
Whoa, I'm holy.
Wow, what a severe looking man.
Nice to meet you.
Would you like a delicate cup of herbal tea?
This'll soothe your bones.
No matter what you ask for, he just makes you a Moscow mule.
I'm just about to take these delicate madeleines out of the oven.
There is nothing preventing you from serving cocktails. It's alcohol.
Unfortunately, all those bottles are Jägermeister and food dye.
There's not much to sell you because we keep all of our fish in these unrefrigerated boxes.
I'm afraid these fish aren't for sale. They have sentimental value. Why does Maya look like Courtney Love?
I think it's those weird braids just coming off the side. Don't know why she bothered.
They look like handles.
Does she transform into a motorcycle?
Yummy!
Haha.
Eat it when you're tired is a pretty good tagline for a brand of cookies, though.
I get really annoyed with these two. I try desperately to get behind them to get to the kitchen. There's no recipe back there, so I'm wasting my time. But they're blocking my way anyway, so it takes me a long time to figure that out.
Best is way too polite. Just like, excuse me. Can I just, pardon. I'm terribly sorry. Excuse me. Could I just, heavens.
Keep going, keep going.
Oh boy, I'm
gonna break this over your head.
Oh, mercy. Well, perhaps I'll just take a photo of this for later. Mercy. Never mind.
How long were you planning to take that?
Long as it takes, baby.
No wonder she left the city if she doesn't know how to use both elbows to get through.
Oh, sad old lady.
Maybe she was vaping.
Maybe.
She was just surreptitiously vaping behind the counter. Like, a customer.
At a doctor's clinic.
Just grabbing whatever out of the drawer. Yeah, this looks good.
She's the barrier to entry to keep wait times down.
Are you really sick?
Just have some soup.
I'm missing my arm.
Soup. Chicken soup.
I'm missing my arm!
Walk it off, young man.
Now, I'm very curious about the posters around here. Because that one's, hey, come to the clinic. And that one's more, you've got invaders in your stomach. I haven't thought about this. There's a calendar back here. I haven't checked to see if that correlates to the calendar of the current month. Yeah, that's what a heart looks like.
That seems like an incredibly serious medical problem. That man's got a sugar cookie in his lung. I'm pretty sad the animal from the Muppets band died in this town.
She's permanently depressed because her husband died a year ago.
Was her husband animal?
Yes. The real twist of the story. That's why it's called Animal Parade, because he always wanted one, and now we need to build one up for him.
Oh no, he's looking down from heaven like, so happy!
Animal, never try to learn Celesta again. Stick to drums.
Too hard! Too hard!
Jeez. If you want to give someone a gift, give it to them, you fucking moron. Don't make them assume.
Oh, I thought you threw it at their head.
Don't stand there and ask them to guess which pocket it's in.
That's how I got arrested.
He's got another of his own portrait in here.
Oh, happier times, happier times.
Back when portraits were gray.
Oh boy.
Bet he go through a lot of hair gel to look like that.
Heavens, I've put on a lot of weight since then.
All these cookies I keep eating. But I'm so tired all the time.
Coughs up a fistful of sprinkles into a handkerchief.
What does he have, cookie cancer?
That's just like the movies where, you know someone's dying when they cough up a little bit of blood. Except, a festive array of sugar treats this time.
That's right. He's got frosted tuberculosis.
That's what we saw in the x-ray. It all comes together.
Oh no.
That's him. That's his x-ray.
Maya's killing everyone in town. She's taking over.
Oh my goodness. This game's actually about the succession battle for Harmonica Town.
The doctor fled to Big Rock Candy Mountain to try and find a cure for this horrible affliction.
War of the Rose Waters.
Oh no. Soon enough, gonna be bonbons over Baghdad.
In the game of scones, you either win or you get diabetes.
You know what Animal Parade's missing? Dysfunction. Well, his family's got plenty of it.
I was gonna vote for Super Saiyans.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Kid's got some wicked eyeliner.
There's suction bruises from those swimming goggles.
I put them on a bit too tight.
But at least I look amazing.
Hey, do you like Digimon?
Vest just looks around awkwardly. Yes. He does really look like a Digimon character, though, doesn't he?
He's an anime goggle boy, which I understand is one of the 3 purest forms of anime.
Dare I ask what the other 2 are?
Yeah, the other purest forms of anime are 32-year-old grizzled old-timer and animal people.
We'll see what the survey says when the thread starts.
That's right. Please don't mention anime butts. Because that would be too distracting.
That's the impurest form of anime. Baby boar.
Oh, small friend.
Who's an itty bitty blight upon the landscape? It's you!
Who's a stinky little piggy?
I think you walked in on a sick chicken rave. Which would also explain why they're so lethargic.
Seem pretty upbeat to me.
Yeah, you just wait until they start coming down off of this chicken MDMA. Oh my goodness! Oh, the baby cows are fucking cute!
This is the best game.
Well, how about we get one for free?
Oh no!
When we don't have anything to feed to it.
Oh no!
Oh man, wasn't it in the very first Harvest Moon that you needed a certain amount of fodder stocked up before they'd even let you buy a cow?
I think so.
I think Finn's realizing that right now. Oh my goodness.
Oh no!
You get to pick. I can't take them all.
And if we don't accept it in this cutscene, I don't think we get the option to get a free one again. So I'm going for it.
Oh.
Oh, she's ours. And I forget what you called her. I named her Susie,
Nice.
after the Queen of the Goths.
I gotcha.
How do we make them stay tiny forever?
Don't feed them.
I think that's gonna be easy enough.
Well, you're in luck. I won't be able to for like 2 days. Still deciding, do I eat the cookie? Do I conform?
Oh man, the horse is voguing for the camera. Ah, they all look. Animals love having their pictures taken.
I'm trying to get a chicken to look at me.
That's crazy. So do you? Oh Christ!
The chicken's just like, hey, what's up?
The developers knew what you wanted and they gave it to you.
Photogenic animals. How do you smile with a beak? I don't know, but she did it. That's crazy. So if you go into Fugue Forest, does it just arbitrarily change to a different season and you have no memory of what you did? Yeah, I got your toolbox. Now get back to work. Oh, for...
No, I'm hungry. And picky.
Oh man, I literally can't work unless you bring me a straboobly. I guess with mining, all you have to do is just find a fossilized skull of the rare diamond Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah, but then someone steals your skull, and it's an entirely other game.
Oh man, and then you gotta ramp your tiny spherical cow. Run, Susie!
Strap machine guns to her horns.
Oh,
Weaponized
weaponized goth cow.
Adorable weaponized goth cow.
Oh man. Well, I've just found the 4th pure type of anime.
City lies in dust, indeed. Also, there is another secret animal that we haven't seen yet. So like the silkworms, we need to upgrade our coop all the way to level 3, I think.
Oh.
At level 3 barn, we unlock a big ostrich.
Get out of town. Can you ride it?
You can ride any animal that goes in your barn once you've befriended it.
What the fish? This game owns!
my god. Can't believe I didn't give this game a fair shake when it came out.
Right?
I'm regretting that now.
Jeez, man. You could have your very own ostrich cavalry.
I do recommend downloading the homebrew code to speed up your running, though, because otherwise the game takes a long time. I've implemented that from part 3 on.
Best stole some drugs from the chicken rave, and now she's wired.
That's why she can see the fields glowing. I can see fertility! Oh, man.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's right.
The fields are fine. Why do you need my help? And everyone's just looking around her. There's just dead dirt everywhere. No crops whatsoever.
But they sparkle, man. You gotta harvest the crops that aren't there, man.
And then she wakes up in the hospital. She wakes up in the middle of Fugue Woods next to a half-eaten deer.
Bo, you can go home.
What do you want, a fucking medal?
Your job, do your job.
I'd like another strawberry.
I'm digging the cliffside design of this one.
Yeah. We can't go up to those buildings. I don't know what they are.
It's just so improbable. Like, have they hollowed out this giant spire, or?
Kind of. It's a bear and a baby bear.
Yeah, don't do this.
Oh my goodness.
Never do this.
Now you're over here, Bo. How'd you get here before me?
Look at those shoes. He clearly runs as a hobby.
There you go. Oh, I feel like nature's been out of balance. That's why I can't do any work.
So if you thought that was annoying, we need him to repair the minecart. But he can't do it because his boss sucks at making lunch.
Wow. I mean, there are no words.
Oh my god, you've upset them. This is how Bess dies.
Stop petting us.
This is our turf, see?
Unfortunately, this is the path to the Harvest Goddess, but we can't go through because the animals are assholes.
Yeah, nobody messes with the monkey pig mafia.
Look, just because yous want to see the Harvest Goddess doesn't mean she wants to see yous.
Oh, you want to see the harvest goddess? Maybe you gotta pay the toll, huh? How much money you got on you, huh?
1 gold.
Get out of here.
I forget that dog is there, because all he does is hide out in a corner that I never go to.
He's ashamed of his tiny head.
And soulless, unblinking eyes. Make him stop looking at me.
Oh, hey, this wasn't even my original head.
Oh, okay. Rips her chest open.
Oh, I'm sorry, did I say open your heart to it? I meant open your lunch to it.
Boss is loving the music.
He is rocking out.
Oh yeah, I'm jamming out. I'm jamming out. Boss is jamming out.
Yeah, this my shit, son.
Who's the boss? I'm the boss.
Tell the DJ to spin it one more time.
Welcome, uppercut. Please stop punching me internally, whatever the motion that is.
Oh, see, I got confused. I thought since it was Castanet Guide that,
It was about actual castanets.
well, best thing would be to learn the most annoying instruments. Whistles, castanets, the noble accordion, the 4-string tenor banjo.
This dude is decked out for a good time.
I'm actually wearing our entire stock, so you'll have to come back later.
I'm not wearing, I melted down for hair dye. This is actually incredibly toxic. I'm dying.
That's what happened to my boss.
I had the last of it for breakfast.
To the left. Wider. To the left. Wider.
Oh, bro, please don't. Just don't. You don't have the face for smiling.
Okay, I know the text in the back didn't say that, but does that sign look sort of like it's saying "fuck monkey"?
I think I saw like phlegmaholic.
Fukumakook.
Yeah, what's so funny? That's my name, Ramsey Fuck Monkey.
We're a proud tribe, don't you laugh. Comes from an ancient tribe of Chinese nomads. Best known for fucking monkeys.
Did I say prideful tribe? I meant ashamed. We're all ashamed.
So ashamed.
Oh, what a bubble bath. It's the harvest goddess. She doesn't do anything.
She looks a bit more serious than the other ones.
Yeah. Well, her tree is dying. It's actually affecting her this time.
I'm in actual danger, oh no!
Finn, that's not the harvest goddess. There you go. Oh.
Finn.
We know what you're on about.
Finn's not actually nervous. He just really needs a nap.
He never lands. He's always flying next to your head.
Which one should I choose?
Aw.
How enthusiastic are you feeling?
Yeah.
Pretty enthusiastic.
Fuck yeah, I'll do it.
I do like that there are 6 harvest sprites, and their names all follow A, B, C, D, E, F.
Not Edgar. Edge.
Edge.
The name's Edge. I'm a harvest sprite.
Your name is Cecil, damn it.
It's Edge.
Ugh.
Like the guitars from U2.
God, fine. All right, do your homework and take out the garbage, Edge.
Aw, man, this is bogus.
Would you guys watch a long-form TV series about nature pixies?
I mean, it would depend on what happened.
Probably, like, just a lot of boobs, man.
I'm in.
I mean, because that's TV these days. You gotta have boobs and violence. And pixies.
But you can't have the boobs fighting each other.
No, that's right. Oh, damn it, I think we found the 5th here type of anime.
I am sad that I know that. That's actually a thing.
I don't mean like catfight. I mean actual, like they're swinging their breasts at each other.
That's a thing.
Wow.
I think that literally is. Man alive, I can't wait to be ringing some bells and seeing some positive effects and maybe using the elemental power of fire to make a grilled cheese.
And take a bath. Because we need that too.
A bath?
Yeah, out in the open where people can see you.
You should own your musky farmer's odors.
Susie smells like lilacs and peanut butter.
Oh, of course she does. Little sweetie.
She must be very unhealthy.
She has a horrible fungal infection that smells wonderful. Well, I hope we see more adventures of the animal mafia.
I can think of one scene where they might show up again.
Oh, that's great.
It's not for a very long time.
Is that the one where they show up in the middle of the night? Like,
Best, we got a dead stoolie in the trunk. We need your help to bury it. Get your hoe.
It is in the middle of the night.
you work for us now.
You cut the black, wake up, and there's just a couple spots that are really well fertilized.
Oh, man. See, that's the kind of Harvest Moon I'd play.
I think it would have to be an indie developer making another Stardew Valley.
That's right. It'd be like... Oh, man. No, I don't have a good pun title.
No.
Sound off in the thread.
Hellhole Mountain.
Yeah, perfect.
Or a game actually called Buttfuck Nowhere. Welcome back to. Oh my god!
Alright, so we're looking for the dipshit carrying around a mystic bell.
And there's 2 of them.
Oh, you lazy son of a bitch!
So yeah, what are they doing with the red bell? Kicking it around. Look at that frame rate.
Oh, sweet liberty.
And here's Chloe. What a fucking leg on her, though, damn.
That is some leg.
Jeez, not bad, Pele.
I assume that thing is very heavy.
Were you trying to do that? Have you done that multiple times? Walrus.
Oh, geez, Finn, I know. Blasphemy gets my goat too.
Think we're using a piece of the true cross as a coaster.
They were using Jesus's bones as a nose pick.
Wow.
A spear of Longinus makes a great fire poker.
I'd like to circle back to this for a sec, Thornbrain. I don't eat margarine, and I use a special implement to pick my nose.
Well, I don't.
The Harvest Goddess gave you 10 good implements. 20 if you're reasonably flexible.
And here we've got Indiana Jackass. Welcome back to the farm, which I discovered I have actually misspelled. The little thing with the E is actually supposed to be on the first E. So, even in my attempts to be mediocre, I am mediocre. Oh, he's lost and he can't even get in.
The bells.
Can't remember how I got here.
The bells.
I'm Luke. I'm the moron of the town. High five. Oh, you left me hanging. I don't like it anymore. This area has some unique animals.
Little sweetie.
Aw, tiny trash panda.
Oh.
And I pulled a mushroom out of its ass.
Like you do.
Like you do.
Yeah.
There's also a weasel.
Oh. Hello there, long guinea pig.
And a turtle.
And shelled guinea pig. Oh.
The wizard's in today, as opposed to the doctor. Another cat.
Yummy, we finally get to meet the town wizard.
Yay.
Holy crap, sir. This guy looks like a roadie for Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Why couldn't you have done better in life, like your perfect turnip brother?
Let's destroy this man's chimney.
This is gonna blow up real good.
I bet I'll get a piece in my face.
Well, against my better judgment, here we go.
Santa'll never see it coming.
Yes, catch it.
Don't catch it. Don't catch it.
She got it.
Hey, while it's still smoking.
So, fire does still exist, and, everyone's got little fires burning everywhere. And their stoves and forges and whatnot. Now, all of a sudden, they're going to explode into life?
They have fire, it's just not good enough.
Right, so everyone's ready for those tiny fires, which are now suddenly going to become full size.
Yeah, man, candles shooting out 10-foot jets of flame.
Guy goes to light his cigarette, loses his eyebrows and most of his hair.
Man, Alan, that's some complex tones you're getting out of that bell. Oh, look at this. During the day, Luke is just out here swinging his axe at nothing. In the middle of the fucking road.
Oh yeah, I'm good with axes. Luke's the axe master.
Slash. I never should have trusted him.
How was I to know that leaving the store in the hands of my apprentice would not be a good idea?
I'm not gonna do anything silly like fire him.
Jeez, man, in this economy, it's a death sentence for a fancy boy like that.
Now that Mira's here, I don't need to do my job.
I can finally focus on my art.
Standing.
The art of occupying space.
One thing that's kind of cool, the night after you ring a bell, there's a little cutscene that plays with Finn. He just sort of wakes you up in the middle of the night with his sitting and breathing.
He's sitting there sighing really dramatically.
Flies up to you and sighs in your ear so you'll get the hint. I said,
Best!
Well, the townsfolk finally can make creme brulee again. That's what really counts.
Oh, thank goodness. You see? Everyone, go hug a fire today. Thank it for all its hard work.
Stick your head in the fireplace.
Give it a nice kiss.
It likes presents, like paper, and wood, and small children.
Make sure their clothes are nice and starchy. But this actually opens up a recurring side quest we can do with Chase. He wants us to cook certain ingredients, and it either depends on the cooking utensil or the ingredient itself. But we specifically need to bring him cooked foods that are worth a certain amount of money, because that defines its quality above all else. And there are actual ways to cheat that. I think one of the earliest recipes, you can just buy something from the inn next door, and then give it to him, and he thinks it's yours.
Oh boy.
When you get food for a fancy dinner and try to pass it off as your own.
Yeah, man. You just slide some Boston pizza baked pasta onto a plate. I made this.
No. You idiot.
Nope, no admittance.
Oh, heaven.
Kitchen staff only.
Oh, what are you doing in my house?
Says Hamilton. No, throws.
I made my own rice balls once with canned tuna and soy sauce in them. And oh boy, I tell you, they were fucking atrocious.
I swear, the amount of sushi I've seen with cream cheese in it is... ugh.
Oh my god, yeah, cream cheese or avocado. It's like they're making sushi for children.
You keep your hands off my avocado.
Oh man, seriously. You guys and your greasy tree nuts. I suppose it's technically a fruit. It's like an obese peach. We've been getting really philosophical here in these end bumpers.
If that's the word you want to use.
Hey man, you know, sound off in the comments, you jerks.
Why is Skippy wrong? Name the reasons.
Yeah, I'd like a dissertation, please.
Remember to cite your sources.
That's right. If you can find scholarly sources for why I'm a dipshit, that's fine.
I think by that point you can't really argue it.
No, it's true. I'll get it peer reviewed and then we'll see. Then we'll see who the dipshit is.
That in like deep fried sashimi is called tempura. It already exists.
But it's not fish.
Can be.
I've never seen a deep fried fish tempura.
You can bread it, you can fry it.
Oh man, my eyes have been opened today. Essay contest canceled.
Wait, which contest?
It doesn't matter. It's canceled. I'm keeping the prize for myself.
The prize was a deep fried avocado.
With the shell and everything.
That's right, a deep fried tree nut.
Have you ever had an avocado? Have you seen one before?
You know, I gotta be honest, I can't be 100% certain I have.
You ever think maybe you'd seen a walnut, cashew, maybe?
Yeah, sure, yeah. You know, they're both wrinkly and weird looking.
But were any of them green on the inside? If it was a pistachio, it doesn't count.
Oh, well, I mean, you know, if they go off a little bit, yeah, I mean, they can get a little green and funky up in there.
Well, if avocados go off, they go brown, so maybe that was the problem.
So hang on, if I've got, say, a nice brown walnut, how do I know it's... No, that's it, enough, this is too dumb even for me.
But hey, if you take the pit out of an avocado, put a couple toothpicks in it, and suspend it in a glass of water, you can be horribly disappointed when nothing happens.
Wow! Thanks, Mr. Wizard.
In summer, you find mussels and clams. You can give them to when he likes them.
Hamilton, smell this. Smell this tea.
I could also just buy a sheep and do it the long way, which I am doing here, but it's randomized if you will actually get perfect wool. Even when your sheep is your best fucking friend, it's still random.
Gee, maybe it's because you named it Moron?
But he's so tiny. Oh, it's so cute and stupid. He didn't care. Whatever.
Oh, hi. Holy shit, did the mayor write a book?
Did he?
Yeah, his face was on one of the books. I don't know if it was a book or maybe a box. See, right there on the right.
I missed it. All I saw was, I forget her name, Kathy. She was on a pamphlet in front of me.
Yeah, I know, the mayor's on, it's either a book or like a box of cereal, and that's hilarious.
Hey, Toby, you want a mackerel? Fuck you don't get one. We're also going to be giving the, at minimum, good lettuce to, what's-her-face? I've immediately forgotten her name.
Oh, shucks. For a second there, I thought the duck was meowing. The duck was so depressed he was meowing. Please, make me less of a lazy piece of shit. Please, Harvest Goddess.
That wish will be granted, surprisingly.
It's about time, because that dude is totally wearing sandals on a workday.
Oh god, he is.
I've been wearing my give up on life shoes.
Did you just scream butt at her?
Very visceral reaction.
Butt! World domination. No. We have to do the right thing.
I think that second one is your objective.
All right. I got a couple of jokes I want to tell you, but they're a little bit racist, so make sure that there's no turnips around.
Whoa!
Last time we let someone go out there, a bunch of flying monkeys came and took her away.
Being sincere is the gist of all of those.
Fake it till you make it. That's what it said in my Bible. Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Along with the douchebag's guide to picking up women. Kind of difficult when you're a straight woman, but hey.
My parents got me a copy of Carnegie's book when I was a kid.
Did it help?
No, I found a copy of How to Lose Friends and Alienate People and read it in front of them. I found a way to sarcastically read a book. I'm proud of that.
Let's watch this utter nonsense.
Boo doo doo, boo doo doo doo, boo doo doo, boo doo doo doo, boo boo doo doo doo.
Yep. I just willed it to move. I didn't actually touch it.
That's what eggs do.
So far, so good?
Yep.
Yep. Nice. Good egg. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Oh, so good.
What if that person didn't have their laundry out today?
This clearly isn't working.
That sounded like a funeral dirge.
He clearly heard that down in the water mines.
Adequate. Adequate. Adequate.
Finn, are you singing that? Wow. His voice is deep. Gil.
A brother from another animother.
He's got his father's hair, that's for sure.
He does, actually. Wow.
And a sweater vest and capri plaid pants?
He just came from the golf course.
Thing is, though, he's not actually a part of the town yet. This, however...
Hamilton, you dipshit! Mayor Hamilton, what happened? I dropped my lolly in the fireplace!
How can you tell it's me? Oh, you have a particular heavy step. This is one of the best parts of the game, though. Because there are two things we can do. We can't help him. Or we can watch for a while.
We can pull him out, but I think he's beyond help.
Yeah. And we can keep going, and Finn's just gonna continuously sweat.
Poor Finn's like, best. Come on, I'm feeling bad for him, man.
Luckily, he's bouncy. Eventually.
His hair is still completely unmussed.
Oh, small friend.
Why were you in my coop?
I smelled a chicken being born.
Oh no. Thorn has to name something.
I didn't know. I either name it something really insulting or really abstract. Taylor now allows me to buy seeds from him. And like I mentioned before, he sells some rare seeds. Some I don't think you can buy from anywhere else, too.
Whoa, where are you getting these seeds, Taylor?
He's going off exploring.
Who's your seed hookup, man? He's going down to the docks, and some shifty fellow's like, "Hey kid, wanna buy some potato seeds?" And Taylor's all like, "Hell yeah, man. Stranger, I'd like to buy some potato seeds."
Rooting through the dumpster behind the Monsanto building.
Oh god, you're gonna be planting sentient potatoes.
What has eyes but cannot see? I think you'll find that it is me.
Stop telling riddles, you damn potato. Get in the box. Get in the shipping box, you tuber.
Stop with the riddles, you damn potato.
Holy crap, this is a Harvest Moon game designed exactly for maker culture. That's nuts.
And yet all of the makers are in Story of Seasons.
Yeah. It's just, well, man, you make perfumes and... I mean, I guess you can't tan leather because you can't kill anything in this game, but...
Intentionally.
Yeah, I mean, you could neglect them to death, but that doesn't make very good leather.
That's funny. Do any Harvest Moon games explicitly have meat in them?
Yeah, it's just fish.
Yeah.
It's like our cute little furry farm buddies. They're fine, we can't hurt them without getting reprimanded.
Yeah, like Moron, an egg slave.
Yes.
We can hurt their feelings, I suppose.
So here's the funny thing about those treasure maps. Some of them are clearly thieving people's property.
Best!
Such as this one.
What?
I went into, I think this is Candace's bedroom, and I just stole an opal from her.
What?
She was hiding it in that penguin for later.
Holy shit! Bess just took out a switchblade and carved open Candace's beloved childhood stuffy.
So look at this. It's upgraded to iron, but the axe still takes forever to chop down a tree. Really, it's until we get to copper that I'm really going to work on the lumber, and even then, it's best to continue upgrading into silver.
Nothing cuts like silver.
These are actually were trees.
If you come here on the full moon, it's just a bunch of naked people running around.
Just a bunch of naked dudes. I'm a leaf in the wind. I'm a leaf in the wind. I just can't wait until we see the actual animal parade. Oh, it's gonna be so cute. There's gonna be like a beaver in a top hat, and he'll be conducting it with his little baton, and then maybe like, oh geez, maybe a bunch of like deer will be playing tubas. Oh geez.
For a second there, I thought you were going to say there's going to be a beaver in a zebra in an elephant.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's busy trunkin'. It's the fusion cuisine that's taking Thanksgiving by storm.
Literal fusion cuisine.
That's right. They paraded so hard that their essences fused together into new and wonderful creatures. And the manticore was there.
Playing the drums.
Oh, yes. Perhaps a dragon? Why not? It's an animal parade.
A griffin,
Yeah,
sphinx.
sure. Perhaps some legion of serpent men? You know, that'd be cool.
And Mayor Hamilton.
Yeah, who turns out is actually just a guinea pig in a Mayor Hamilton suit.
Yeah, like 50 guinea pigs operating a robot Mayor Hamilton.
Yeah.
His son Gil was very surprised.
Where did I come from? How did I get this hair?
Not half as surprised as his mother.
I can't believe I got drunk and slept with 50 guinea pigs.
It was a really good robot.
Oh my god.
They're natural engineers.
It was basically a synth. We don't know how the guinea pigs developed it.
Hey, haven't you seen Tales from the Riverbank? Guinea pigs are incredibly mechanically apt. GP the guinea pig built his own car. It's amazing.
Wait a minute. Skippy,
Yeah.
are you a bunch of guinea pigs?
Video is over!
We can finally go to Toucan Island. But we have to buy a boat pass from Ozzy first.
Ah.
No free rides.
Punch in the groin.
Now, kiddo, you know that Grandpa's got a peg crotch, so I didn't do anything.
Yay! I want to see it.
Show us your weird trick again, Granddad. Oh, not in front of Bess.
If you want to talk to me, you need to buy a boat ticket.
Listen, lady, I don't need a boat ticket. I fixed your parents' marriage with lettuce. My lettuce did this.
Nice. I think she gave me 9 tomato seeds.
Was she at seed college?
That's pretty basic seeds. You get those in summer.
She didn't do well in seed college.
That's why she's home.
Seed college is a total party school anyway.
Anissa never goes anywhere. She's always inside the house.
Oh, blueberry juice, thank you.
Have a dead animal.
Thank you.
And there's Dr. Jen.
But I tell you, those seed college girls really know how to party.
Uno and Yahtzee.
Wow. I left when they broke out the twister. I'm not ready for that. I'm a doctor, damn it. That's right, don't work too hard or I'll vivisect you. Just a doctor joke, but seriously, watch your ass best.
I'm very lonely in my corner. There's another dude who loves herb tea.
Oh yes, this will calm down my killing urge. I mean...
Oh no, not that. I mean my urge to kill people.
Good lord, woman, when's the last time you washed your hair? There's flowers growing in it.
I'm Luna. I'm one with the dirt.
I'm what you might call a free spirit. Haha.
By which I mean I broke out of jail.
That's right. I don't shower and I love killing. I'm feeling great in this town.
There are no free rides unless you want to work for it. And believe you me, working on a fishing boat ain't for the faint of heart. Oh, thank you for the fish.
Don't have enough of those yet.
So long and thanks for all the fish. Thank you for pulling the cord, Best.
Who's driving this thing? I don't know.
Holy hell.
Whoa!
Oh man, now I'm hungry.
That's mahi massive.
Mahi-mahi are pretty plentiful on this island.
Also known as dolphin fish, but they call them mahi-mahi because no one's going to order dolphin off a menu.
Especially not with that face.
Mahi mahi is actually Polynesian for tiny baby of the sea.
Really.
No, not even at all. I just thought it would be funny if mahi mahi meant something just as unpalatable as dolphin fish.
So as a reminder, we came to the island because we needed hibiscus in order to save the witch princess. This dude doesn't sell hibiscus or hibiscus seeds until his wife and his daughter stop arguing, only because he can't sell them under these conditions.
I can't bring myself to sell you a hibiscus with all this strife in my house.
Here's some crap I picked up out back.
Yeah. It actually would have been better for me to give him a coconut. I think everyone on the island loves coconuts.
Oh, thanks a lot. I'll put a lime in this.
But will it drink it all up? No, I'm allergic. Oh, good. This is the trash of the island. Swimming pants.
Oh god.
Oh,
So there's a seemingly infinite number of naked people around.
Possibly.
it's just one guy who thinks ahead and brings like 30 pairs of swimming trunks. Just has terrible luck.
Oh, little sweetie, look at the camera.
He's too shy.
Oh, small friend.
That's a butt.
The word comes up. Nice.
Fantastic.
Pretty.
Pandas and penguins and sparrows. Where are you? What latitude is this?
Now, what happened is, a panda was washed out to sea, and it caught a ride on a coconut, and then a sparrow landed on its head, and they were all pushed to safety by a penguin, and then they all settled there to become best friends and start their own mafia.
Coming this year from Disney, except for that last bit.
No, I would totally have a penguin as a business manager in my in my Yakuza.
I think the gangster bit's more DreamWorks. So let's actually watch Selena dance. She is literally a belly dancer. Where she learned these moves, I don't know.
Oh god, cover his eyes. He's too young for this.
Best, what am I feeling right now?
My pants just got a little tight.
Geez, Best, I think that lady's ringing my bell.
Found it best.
I found my special purpose.
So how do we help Selena with her problem? Interestingly enough, we don't. She helps herself.
Well then, problem solved.
I'm becoming Irish. And then she immediately gets a job dancing at the bar.
She's very good.
Where'd that music come from? They didn't even hire me, I just broke in. So once again, annoyingly enough, now I've got another thing in my inventory, so I have to get rid of something else.
Jesus, Murphy, Hayden is a terrible role model.
So you're a runaway, huh?
You want to dance erotically in my bar?
What move is this? Can't decide what side of the armchair to relax on.
It's called the middle seat in an airplane.
Bothering you, bothering you.
So quiet, you could have heard a fork drop.
That was literally 4 rooms away, with the door shut.
Welcome back to Animal Parade. Oh, Skippy. You poor thing.
Animal parade, animal parade, animal parade.
First, I need me a Buttermaker.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't know what else I was trying to do there.
That's cool. We just need a Buttermaker and then we can watch the animal parade.
Is the aging pot for aging things in, or is it just old?
For aging things in. It's where we make pickles and cocktails.
What?
What?
You make very boring alcohol, basically.
What?
You put 2 of one fruit into the aging pot, and you get a little martini. It's kind of silly.
Oh, that's wonderful. We've learned fucking Grandma Ida's prison hooch recipe.
Yeah. Taste what's in my beard.
Oh god.
What you doing there, Luke? Planing?
More like complaining.
Oh.
These characters don't have much personality. It needs to be said.
I mean, that guy's playing guitar. That is very commonly used as a substitute for having a personality.
Shut up. Mean. Meanie.
Did I strike a nerve, Granola?
Yeah, meanie senshi is what you are.
Look at this motherfucker.
How's it going?
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
I'll just, summon in my guitar and play Time of Your Life for you.
Oh, I hope you have the time of your life.
Blueberry cocktail, much obliged.
Well, thank you. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get drunk now. Can you make a mushroom cocktail?
No. I don't know how that would turn out.
Can you make an egg cocktail?
No.
What is that called?
If it's not a plant, you probably can't make a cocktail out of it.
It's like a Long Island oyster or something? That's
No. Rocky Mountain oyster.
Rocky Mountain. Oh, wait, isn't that something else entirely?
Wait, that's a testicle. No,
Yeah,
you're
say,
right.
Isn't that a bull testicle?
Rocky Mountain oyster is a testicle. No, a red eye. Red eye is what it's
Yes.
called. It's beer, tomato juice, and a raw egg.
Yeah.
Because you make bad decisions in life.
Look at this fucking pig.
Oh, I'm looking at that pig.
Someone shoved flowers in his nostrils. That's what is happening? Oh god. That is horrifying.
So if you played Harvest Moon Magical Melody, you recognize Theodore as the mayor from that game. He sucked so bad at his job that he had to take up the circus instead.
Aren't you gonna introduce us to your handsome friend, Theodore? Look at him.
That's gonna be my thing. Whenever I travel to a new town where I'm obviously not gonna know anyone, when someone comes up to me, I'm just gonna say, "Who the fuck are you?" So again, this is as close to an animal parade as the thing gets.
Oh.
There's a circus, which really sucks because all the animals are missing. We need to go home and make food, very specific dishes, and then go to where the animals are hiding, give it to them, and then they'll come back to the circus.
And then we get to see the animal parade.
I know what I'm gonna do, Theodore, you little prick. You just, you just walk up to it, press action, and he does it for you. Alright, stay there. Yeah.
Excellent. Simply excellent.
Now we can remember this pig with flowers in its nasal passages forever.
Skippy, how old are you?
He's shooting flowers out of his nose.
25 going on 12.
Oh. Little cutie.
Let's actually watch the circus.
Oh, yeah, all right. Oh, yeah. Let's see what these animals can do.
First, we have the tanking frame rate.
Yeah. Oh! Oh, no, a little monkey. Oh, amazing.
What am I doing here?
Little cutie. Oh, wonderful. Ah!
Just eats him.
Fuck him up, Leopold.
Eat him, run, be free. Join the Penguin Mafia. Is this a Zelda boss battle now?
So impressive.
Ow, 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 ow.
That was Dead Man's Volley. If either of them had dropped the ball, they would have been eaten.
They're all grenades.
Theodore would have just been like, no.
Yep. Behind that mustache, razor sharp teeth.
Oh.
So here's the gimmick. When you don't have all the animals, the circus sort of grinds to a halt.
Is the pig not a performer?
Nope.
No, he just does the accounting.
Oh. What a smart pig. Yep. Oh. Come on, little duck stack.
Our next act, ducks being angry at each other.
And doing a chorus, I guess.
I can go to the park and see that.
What a bunch of quack holes.
Hope you enjoyed that. Because we're not going to see the circus again until we've got all the animals.
Yeah, oh, that really eased the shakes, actually. Ooh. Although I gotta tell you, I don't feel right about these animals being kept in such small cages. That's pretty cruel.
Well, don't worry, they appear to have escaped.
Oh, that's okay. Maybe they just go in there for, like, their shift to be looked at.
They're all at the bar.
I'd like a meat cocktail, please.
Right you are, Leopold.
Yeah, can I have half a gazelle and a martini?
I would like half a gazelle served in a woman's shoe.
Aw, I tell you, guinea pigs, great at snuggling, but bad at business. I've grown very strange. So what are we doing next time?
I don't know.
Growing crops. Probably petting a cow or something.
Oh, we do find the elephant pretty quickly. It's the hippo that's difficult to take care of.
Do we find the elephant in a room where no one's talking about him?
Also, I can ride Susie now.
Yes.
Oh, so cute.
That happens when you get your barn animals up to 5 hearts. I imagine you have to get them up to 10 hearts to make riding them a good idea, but what the hell, let's do it anyway.
If you get them up to 10, can you marry them? No, that's weird. That's weird, never mind.
Look at that. I feel like if I hadn't gotten the speed up homebrew code in there, that would be faster than me running, but it's not. Let's actually look at our new outfit. Yeah, a
Hot
lot more revealing than I expected.
biscuits, what?
That is,
What is this shit? You look like the villain in a line dancing movie.
Yeah, I feel like embarrassing myself one last time.
oh goody.
I'm less worried about you and more about Susie's self-esteem.
And her rump.
Yeah. Give it your best, you skookum little choocher.
Well, I mean, go figure I don't win a great big animal contest when I've only had a cow for less than a month.
And you're racing against horses. And the fastest sheep in the world.
Yeah, what the hell?
That sheep is going places, so never mind. She had spirit. She didn't have stamina or strength.
You know, I'm not sure that smacking Susie on the ass is actually speeding me up at all. It's draining my stamina, but I don't think I'm going any faster.
I think it might just be making you feel better to abuse the little sweetie.
Maybe Susie likes it. Don't shame.
Yeah,
Yes.
but that's the kind of thing that they tell you about, like, branding cows. Like, oh no, their skin's so thick, they don't mind. But then, like, what if you're just saying that because you're a farmer, you know?
I've yet to hear a cow offer a dissenting opinion.
Yeah, this hippo doesn't mind getting shot in the face. Its skin is so thick.
Oh man.
Well, I made 3rd place just by chugging drugs down my cow.
Yeah, you really gingered up, little Susie. Oh, do you know the origin of the phrase "to ginger up"?
Oh, yes I do, but please, enlighten everyone, because it's horrible.
Well, for those of you who don't know, if you wanted a racehorse to go a little quicker back in the day, what you do is you take a piece of ginger and you'd stick it up the horse, and it would make him run faster. Because I don't know if you've ever stuck ginger in your beehole, but whew, I tell you, now that is better than coffee.
How did I know that's where that story was going?
I don't know. Maybe do you watch QI?
I do, but I don't remember that episode.
Oh, that's where I got it. I found it quite interesting.
I got it from a Discworld novel and then a cooking podcast about ginger.
Holy crumbs! Which Discworld novel?
Night Watch.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, I managed 3rd place at least, which isn't so bad. I did get a reward. I got 3 pieces of shining carrot. I'm not going to give that to the horse. I don't have a horse, but I can't use that for some recipes.
You should give it to Susie to make up for the inevitable crash after the amphetamines.
Yeah, she's gonna need a chaperone.
Poor little cutie. You better make sure she doesn't swallow her tongue.
That was cough medicine. We basically just chugged her full of drank.
It was drank!
Is Susie robo-tripping?
Oh, she's tussin'!
Does anybody know what robo-tripping is?
Susie does.
Oh.
She's the type to bring it up as a hobby in a job interview. Like, so what do you do, Miss Susie?
I like to read, I like to cook, I like to chug Robitussin like it was water.
I abuse legal substances.
I have problems. Moo!
Vover, I'm gonna puke.
Oh, poor little cutie.
Welcome to the workforce. We'll make sure to get every ounce of productivity we can out of you and then discard you by the wayside.
It's a hard life for a single cow in the city. I'm gonna make it after all. Moo!
I'm gonna make it after this.
Oh, poor Susie's gonna be in the gutter. You gotta bring that cow out right, Thornbrain.
Look, she's at 5 hearts. How much better do you want me to do?
Gee,
Not just love. She needs positive role models, not someone who's bilking the fish market for all it's worth.
That's right. Somebody who's selling gobies by the pocketful on the street corner so that you can afford shining pancakes or whatever the fuck. It's the worst.
They call it shining pancakes.
What you don't know about it could be killing your cow.
Moo?
You know, what I'm doing is commerce. I'm buying from a supplier and then making my own product and selling that.
Yeah, okay, there, Tony Montana.
Do you have to charge VAT on that?
Well, yeah, that's how I make the profit. There's no government here and no taxes. There's a mayor who gets stuck in holes, and what's he going to do about it?
Animal Parade, Ron Paul 2012.
Shyster Parade.
Oh no! I didn't know you were a Shakespeare fan.
What?
Now, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that Shyster was the somewhat comically villainous Jewish lawyer in a Shakespeare comedy.
That was Shylock.
Son of a biscuit.
Shyster is a word, not a name.
Hang on. I'm looking this. Son of
We're
a...
all looking it up.
Hey, do me a favor and edit this out.
We'll see.
Son of a hot biscuit.
Origin German, Scheisser, a worthless person.
Fuck, I'm stupid. Alright, fine. Whatever. Whatever. You win this round. Here's me trying to be erudite, but now I gotta go fucking chug Robitussin with a cow.
Hooray! I broke the game,
Yo, you're fishing like crazy.
Oh my god,
and I got 90 extra large bodagizers.
that is a lot of meth. I found this on the ground.
It's called forage, Yami. It's not garbage.
Look, many of the letters are the same, though.
Forage, garbage. So I suppose, pulling a half-eaten meatball sub out of the garbage would technically be forage then, wouldn't it? It's me, Raccoon Granola. Make sure you put the lids on your garbage cans very tight, otherwise I'll show up at your house. But please, folks, just because I'm hanging out outside your dumpster at night, please don't mistake me for Shifty Granola. Oh, it's nice.
But if you try to chase him, you can't catch him because he's Slippy Granola.
Oh, so slippy. What's up, Madstack? Don't eat my seeds, you stupid chicken.
Well, that's the last thing I need to fully upgrade my rucksack.
Oh, yeah. See, Finn, we don't need to shave you anymore. I mean...
I don't like the scratchy feeling on my legs.
That's what happened to my shoulder fuzz.
That was my lucky shoulder fuzz.
We harvest sprites have furry shoulders. It's what we do.
You know, like how hobbits have furry feet?
Yeah, it's like our shoulders is hobbit feet. It's like that, Best. Best? Where you go? Get up. I'm feeling insecure about my place in the cosmos, Best.
The good thing about Harvest Moon is that by definition, they're just, for kicking back and relaxing.
Including making them. So we'll never see this thread again.
Aww. Well, thanks for watching.
Thanks for joining me, guys. I'm gonna go milk a honeydew or whatever happened in there.
Yeah, totally. We'll go milk a honeydew, and I am gonna go root through this garbage can. Oh, what do we got? Oh, an apple core.
Yummy.
Yes?
Come on, join the fun. Go run through your garbage.
There's a tissue and a piece of desiccated corn.
Oh yeah, dibs.
Okay, you can have it. I'll mail it to you.
Yes.
I mean, I go get the kitchen garbage.
Oh, I was just waiting to hear like your cat come barreling across the room and then just land directly in the garbage can with a plink.
Nope, he is currently occupying my footrest.
Ah, little cutie.
What's happened to us?
I don't know.
Quality heckin' commentary is what it is, man.
I was born this way.
Nobody watches these end of episode stingers anyway.
Don't go click on the recommended videos.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
You sound like you had a horrible realization there.
Yeah, I gotta watch my dang old mouth.
So here's something that I only discovered on day 7 of summer. If you hook up a second Wii remote and you activate that, you can rub your friends.
I need an adult.
This doesn't automatically make them like you, though. As much as you might expect. But what it's doing, as you keep doing that and then the little jingle plays and heart shows up, that doesn't increase the affection. What it actually does is it adds a multiplier to when you talk to them and give them a gift. So it speeds up friending them. And it works on animals, of course.
You're entrancing these little cuties with your mind powers?
Pretty much. Keep in mind, the game's a little funky. In order to actually connect the Wii Remote, you have to go to the home menu. Like, don't completely turn off the game, but press the home button, and then reconnect the remotes from there.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
So remember, if you're trying to make friends, get your best bud to rub people first.
That's right, with their mind.
Then they'll like you more, with their psychic heart beam.
I like how it makes the harvest sprites dance around.
Yay!
And it just makes the goddess laugh at me. What are you doing?
Yep, that's right, everybody. Look at these beautiful lights, drifting slowly down the river of time, to meet an inevitable end far too soon, much like our own time on this earth. That's right, we're all gonna die eventually. Harvest Moon is a game for children.
All the people who died. Sure makes me happy.
That's right. I'd sure like to remember all the baby boomers who screwed up the housing market for our generation.
Regrettably, a lot of them are still alive.
Yeah, well, fingers crossed.
But they're all weak and frail now, and that's a very large body of water. You just jam a candle into one of them and float them down the river. Kill two birds with one stone.
Such somber beauty.
Let us never forget the sacrifices they made, as we continue to sacrifice for them.
That's right. Now, let's go fish up an old person.
Yay, I can ride more on.
What? Oh! I didn't even know
Andre, I don't think so.
Hello, Andre the cutie.
What?
I don't know.
Yo, okay, what if that little cutie, alright, was wearing a flame bandana? You're right?
Are you gonna name the next one 8-Ball?
Go bomb 8-Ball. No, you should grind up the pants.
I can't.
Grind up the pants and pant meal.
No, it just makes them pre-distressed. They sell for more.
Pant meal biscuits.
It's actually your fault I was a frog for so long. But you're okay anyway.
Alright, like, look, I don't want to get in the middle of whatever personal stuff is going on, but, are you, like, old, or... No, I misspoke. Green bell, please. I'd like the green bell, please.
It still cracks me up they animated that.
If I ever have a bag of candies, right, I could be like, Thorn, I left you all the black licorice ones because I hate them. And you'll be like, oh, score, thanks for the pity.
Is it good or bad luck to rub a wizard?
Well, if you're trying to date him.
Yeah,
Ooh, but
if you're trying to get lucky.
I didn't know Best was so fast.
Well, it's not like she's doing the rubbing. She's more like holding Finn out and just being like, sniff his tiny hair. Sniff it. Best scared walk is pretty good. Finn looks like you woke him up.
Whoa!
Does he do that every day?
So a couple of things. That wasn't crying. That was the pulsing from Tower of Latria.
Oh, gotcha.
Second, what really sucked about that cutscene, I wanted that to be the banner image for this, but Perry's waving his head around so much that it's way too blurry.
Oh.
But hey, there's the fifth and final bell, and here is Edge.
Yeah.
Edge, you cry, baby.
He cries a lot.
That's not edgy at all.
So let's think of some other E names they could have gone with that aren't as stupid as Edge. Evan,
Elvin.
Edgar, Eddie,
Emo.
Emo,
Nice.
Phillips.
Oh, my name is Edge, and I'm so sad. What I was thinking is maybe you could ring my bell.
Oh, hey, this is a kid's game.
Oh, sorry. I was reading Rolling Stone's obituary of Chuck Berry before this.
Oh.
I just can't stop thinking about my dingling.
That's almost an Emo Phillips joke. Well done.
My dingling.
That's what I call my noose.
It's not a bad emo Phillips, man.
Hamilton said 3 as well. Wish me, baby. Because mine gets smaller by the day. I very nearly did that in Emo Phillips' voice.
It's addictive.
My family gets smaller every day. I need to stop putting them in the trash compactor.
This just kills me every time. I wish for Finn to stop bugging me for OxyContin.
It's the only way I can feel normal, Doc.
There are only 2 rules of Harbor Sprite Club. Don't touch my fucking Percocets. And do you have any fucking Percocets?
Finn's so hardcore. Pascal, what are you doing, man? Oh yeah, okay, great. I get to do another one of these to pad time. Okay, if I had befriended you to 3 hearts, what kind of monster would you be? I mean, what would your wish be?
And would your wish be something a monster would wish for?
Well, I mean, I'll be the judge of that, being kind of a cryptozoologist. But anyway, what's your wish?
I wish for so many goddamn good games to stop coming out in the spring.
It's a hard life.
This year's crazy.
How about you, Thorny?
Well, nobody's wish matters in this game.
Just like real life.
Yeah. It's just to ring a bell, but it doesn't amount to anything. I guess I'll just wish for all the licorice that nobody wants to come to me.
Just like a cosmic funnel. That's wonderful.
Cosmic funnel just sticking in my window.
And that's how Thorn died, and the universe collapsed into a black hole of licorice.
It just collapsed into a super dense licorice all sort. You might think that my wish would be something cutie related, but actually, it's to have a detachable head.
Really? Why's that?
You could do some pretty sweet tricks with a detachable head. And like if nobody knew your head was detachable, you could just like all of a sudden pull it off when somebody's being really boring at you. Just like look them in the eye and just go,
But Skippy, your head's already detachable.
oh, this is sweet.
But only once.
This is a lot harder than it seemed.
Try chainsaw.
Ooh, I'll be right back.
was the last thing we said to Skippy.
I want you to put a chainsaw noise in and just end the episode there.
Hey, did your guys' wishes come true?
I forget what mine was.
Well, I forgot what I wished for.
It did! Hooray! I wish that you guys would forget your wishes. My question is, you said you get an animal trophy, but is there a celebration that goes along with that?
No, it's just, I think Kane comes to your farm and says, you completed the animal list, and gives you the trophy. It's like when we completed the mining list and got the trophy.
Maybe with, like, a bunch of animals in succession, perhaps marching in an organized and pageantry sort of fashion.
Like an animal procession?
Yeah, something like that, but more festive. You know.
Someday, Skippy, someday.
Where's my fucking animal parade, Thorn Brain?
Finally, Julius is my last wish.
To bring beauty.
I feel like in real life he would be my last wish, too.
Bottom of the wish barrel.
The painting is beautiful, and we can now get Edge to ring the purple bell.
It's so lovely.
You know you're not far off.
I know, Edge.
I just keep eating my hands.
Oh, now I don't have any hands left. Oh,
I've got an itch on my nose now, I can't scratch it.
oh no, my stumps are getting fairy juice all over my nose.
You're just like, where the hell did that orchestra come from?
Does anybody else hear music?
Edge is just weeping openly, conducting the London Philharmonic.
Oh, my pacing's amazing.
Oh no, that bass drop was too sick.
Edge is still losing his shit. Finn, you are now permitted to die.
Oh, thank you, Harvest Goddess. It's been so long.
Freedom!
I've been immortal for 2 weeks.
I've taken to sleeping in Best Toaster Oven, but nothing works.
She doesn't have a bath, it doesn't work.
I fell in the aging pot. It was terrible.
I'm yogurt now. I'm a Finn cocktail.
I got a thing in my eye.
I'm gonna go cry until I vomit.
Unfortunately, it's nighttime, so the Harvest King isn't going to show up.
He needs his beauty rest.
I'm more than a hero, you little fuckstick. Here's the Harvest King, aka Goku.
That's not what I was expecting.
I did not expect him to be in anime.
I wasn't expecting him to be Chris Angel. How's it going? I'm here to mind freak your farm town.
Finn, where are you? Where are you?
Finn, what's going on?
You should marry him best and make a demigod.
I'm just gonna marry the wizard and make a monster.
Yeah, that's right.
That's good enough for me.
I'm gonna give birth to a black kitten. Just like the prophecies.
Who do I have to kill?
Incinerates the town.
True peace is found only through military might and conquering your enemies.
Oh no.
And gelato.
It's Harvest Snake.
Farmers without borders.
It's really hard to farm on an abandoned oil derrick, just so you know.
We'll make it work. We're farmers without ideology.
Kind of folding out some pumpkins.
So in French, it would be agriculture sans frontières.
That's right.
Happy epilogue. This all happens in the course of the same day, though, keep in mind. So the fishing family just instantly got good at fishing when they hadn't done any. Taylor learned how to fly, as did Chloe. Don't do that on the minecart!
Oh, no! 5 bells, restored with the help of human blood.
Sacrifices must be made.
Will blood echo on forever? I gave birth to a squirrel!
Everyone, meet my new wife! We're in love!
It's the squirrel or the picnic?
I think you know the answer is the picnic.
Both are equally wonderful.
The squirrel is for dessert.
As mayor, I declare it legal to marry a sandwich. Best! Looks like I'm still attached to you by fate. Maybe if we keep working, when we die, we'll get bells in heaven.
Just kidding, fairies don't go to heaven.
Aww. I'll see you in hell, you little cutie.
One cute touch, you can tell that it was made in-engine, because you could actually see a seashell on the ground. And there's everyone in town. You can even see in the corner the witch princess and the wizard.
Tag yourselves in the picture. I'm the spherical cow.
I'm the lake.
I'm the tree. Because I keep this LP going.
Oh, it's true! And you're also bolstered by stern men pointing at you.
So the question of the week is, if you could marry one kind of sandwich, what kind of sandwich would you marry?
Oh, that's wonderful. Hero sandwich.
Big ass ham sub.
You like him thick, huh? Big ass ham sub is what I call Klaus. To his face. He's got poor self-esteem for a rodent. What about you, Yami? What's your OTS? Is your wife out of the room?
Yes, I would marry a Reuben. 'Cause
Wow.
I like it preserved, goopy, and Russian.
Is that what Irish rodent is? Is she preserved, goopy, and Russian?
That is none of your business.
My love is between me and the lunch meat of my choice. And extra sauerkraut and a lot of Russian dressing.
Or you can just casually ask her, hey, if you could be a sandwich, which sandwich would you be? And then go back and re-record it to say that. And they'll just be like, oh, I chose the same sandwich you said you'd be. Isn't that weird?
Like, wow, that's neat.
We're perfect together.
Yep, that's it. We are now a sitcom.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it's 2.5 Muppets.
Sounds about right.
Who's the half?
It's me. It's me.
It's me.
It's me.
Happy granola.
Which fairy do you identify with? Which harvest sprite do you identify with most?
Which one's the sleepy one, Darren?
Darren.
I was gonna say Darren too.
Me too.
Do you guys want to just cut the video and go take a big nap in a pile like hamsters?
That's a long journey to get there.
I'll bring the burly men.
We'll meet in the middle.
Of burly men.
Settle up your burly men and let's ride, team.
Dun, 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 dun.
Although I also identify a bit with the red dude. He's the leader of the Harvest Sprites.
Alan.
Alan.
You are indeed the leader of this motley band of crying idiots. Oh, it's me!
I can't keep recording. I have to go to bed at a reasonable hour.
Life is annoying. So that's the end of Animal Parade.
sort of.
Well, the main story.
The main story. There's still plenty of game afterwards.
Wow. I wonder what adventures we're gonna get up to, like banging a wizard.
And rescuing all those other animals?
Oh yeah, the cuties!
How dare you forget the cuties?
I forgot the cuties because I was too busy thinking about sandwiches.
Well, there's only one cutie left, but we will rescue him.
It's true. And then we'll finally have our animal parade, right? You're goddamn right.
You know, I'm going to keep that exact length of pause in the video.
Yeah, I think you just need to end it after that. Turkey, avocado, bacon club sandwich on a croissant available from Red Robin.